So what did you guys do this week?
Okay, so this week was kind of interesting. So by nature, as like I'm a mangaka, I create stories and I create things that are like related to African fiction and folklore, and I like telling stories and then making it visual. So it was all about story this week, and so I thought, okay, the class isn't going to be too difficult for me to grasp because I have what I kind of want. I have a vision that I want with what I'm doing the scores for. But then they asked the question about if your community was a character, what would the story be if it told its story about itself? And the question stumped me. I don't know why the question stumped me, but I got stuck on the question of if your community. And the reason why I got stuck was because I started thinking about what was my community. Am I a part of Mitchell's Plain? Is this my community where I grew up? Is it where I currently stay now? Do I define that as my community? Is the anime, manga sort of community in South Africa, is that my community? Or is my friends and my family, do I consider that my community? The other two people that were in the group, they kind of knew how they wanted to define the question, but I got stuck. And so I sort of had, I don't know if you call it an existential crisis or if I define it as something different, but I sort of had a whole therapy session on what is my community before I could answer what does my community think about it itself. Because each aspect of the different parts of the communities that I'm involved in defines itself differently. Like Mitchell's Plain has the concept of like still feeling like there's still so much more that needs to be done in this community for it to feel like it's gone through what it went through 30 years ago. A lot of the people feel that way. But on the other end, it's also a community that defined itself based on the struggle and how they succeeded through the struggle. And in the anime community in South Africa, there's so much ways of defining that. And so I got stuck on that question. Even though I do know the story that I want to tell and the animation that I want to build with that. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what I've done this week. And I think, surprisingly, it helped me think a little bit more, and it helped me think about audience and community and creating characters based on communities. And I like that.